this is something that was well oiled and it was put together, and it's a snowball now. The snowball effect is just getting larger and larger. But thank God we have, and I'll discuss that in the summary or conclusion. But thank God we don't have to rely on mainstream media because they're complicit in it too. We have social media sites now. We have so many ways we can get the word out that we don't have to be indoctrinated by what has been heard from the main. We took that power away from mainstream media, and it was needed. So the researcher recommends further research on diversifying these legal entities to further the judicial accountability theories, check and balance system to eliminate complicity, and the stronghold attorneys have on the justice system. Further research must build on this grounded theory by illuminating the abuse of authority through an academic and independent lens, either through a narrative or case study approach, exposing the actor's behavior to the public. And that's where public awareness come in. Further research should build on the judicial accountability theory and energize the public to demand or vote ordinary people into the office to change the makeup of the legislative branch. Another approach to further research is using the narrative design of interviews and documentaries of the victims and their families to show how these wrongful convictions destroy lives. And as I told you, social media networks give all the citizens tools and the spotlight to come together and shed the light on this epidemic, because it is an epidemic. I mean, and we definitely the research that I did on this, and I went back into the 1700s, and I just saw the blueprint, even in the biblical days when Jesus or Yahshua, Jesus Christ said, well, y'all passing laws on people that you're not even abiding by, and how they usurp the land. I mean, it really touched my heart, and me being that the abuse authority came to my front door, leaders that don't suffer any consequences for their, I don't give a doggone if you're over the maintenance crew. You shouldn't abuse your authority because you can. And what makes it so bad with the judicial system and the leaders in the judicial system, because you got lead prosecutors, you got the head prosecutor, you got assistant prosecutors, you have lead detectives, you have lieutenants. And if they use this check and balance system and know that, hey, we can suffer consequences for this, we can actually go to jail. So we need to check a lot of taxpayer money, wasteful spending would be alleviated, because if somebody does something wrong and know they can go to jail or they can be sued civilly for it, it's going to minimize it at least. So, and I know you guys, and you see the double standard currently in as far as the judicial system. They got two sets of rules for different groups or ethnicities, But I don't want to name no names, and I know you guys know. They got this existing case going on that where it's just piling up on them, and it can be politically driven, and to me, it seems that way. You can like him or love him, but now he sees the stronghold or the power that a prosecutor has to go at people and win at all costs, break laws, and because they know they suffer no repercussions or consequences. And this same special prosecutor that they ordained to prosecute him, I don't know if y'all remember back in 2015, he went after the Virginia governor and got a conviction, and it was overturned by the Supreme Court because he didn't follow the law. But he took this governor through hell, and they ruined his name and all that. And you know what? They got him back on another case. Now, that's Louisiana is actually the blueprint of all that, even the federal cases now. And in my dissertation, I tell you, if you got an attorney, don't let it be a public defender. They're the third arm of the prosecution. They're an extension of the prosecution, and I live that. So I'm very passionate about that, and I'm going into the conclusion now. And I'm not going to hold you guys long, but I can talk about this all day. And I just got so immersed in the research, and I went back as far as slavery, and I can tell you, even in the biblical times, how they used, how Congress would, and how the judges and how all that stuff is, they use that as a blueprint. I can go on and on about this because I'm passionate about it. But I am going to tell you this. I listen, and I thank God even for Dr. Farabee and Dr. Lupo, I'm sorry, and Sean, Dr. Boom, because don't think I don't listen. And yes, I can be biased. And yes, I am biased. But that's why I stepped back and I only used because of the situation that happened to me. And that's why I was so adamant and say, hey, look, I got to step back. And the only way for me to be unbiased about the research was to actually look at archival data and just take the data for what it was. No manipulation, no nothing. And I love the thing about historical data because it's history. It's written. So, you can go back, you can get newspaper clips, you can go back, you can, when he was arrested, you can go back, and you can just go through the whole process and you don't need any participants and you just dissect what you have in front of you. So, and that's the reason why I went